So we have a page here submitted by Robert. It's from a major brand. It's a product that's called Smart Move. Now, I want you to focus, because we only have a few moments together, on just the first 4 to 6 inches of this page. And if you'll look with me, you'll see that there is, first of all, home, screen, a tenant, for renters, blog, and support, this nav system. The nav system is confusing in its own right, because I'm wondering, am I in the right place? Is this for me? If I'm a tenant or if I am a landlord, I'm not certain if this page is right. Even the business of for renters. So what's the difference between a renter and a tenant? And it says screen attendant. So is that the part that's for landlords? We assume that we know this, but the reality is the person coming to this page is less familiar with your business than you are. And if you're not careful, you communicate in company-centric language instead of customer-centric language. Now that's just the beginning of the problem. Because what's happened is the team who designed this page has done something that's very common in the internet. They've created rotating banners. The problem with rotating banners is they hurt conversion. And the reason is because they foster confusion instead of clarity. And let's not assume that when someone sees a page like this, they're looking at right at the beginning of the banner's presence and then following it all the way through. Typically, the movement catches their eyes. But let's start here. Great reports. On what? For landlords, for tenants? Is this report on the landlords? Great convenience. Convenience for what? All I see is your number 1 over here on the right-hand side. Start today, learn more. Start what? And what am I learning about? Safe for renters and rental property owners. What does that mean? I see a lock and it says start today. Start what? Why would I ever start that? And then tenants, great tenants. So what's the difference? Am I a prospective tenant or a great tenant? And then it begins again, and I still haven't figured out what's going on. I say this kindly, Robert, not to be harsh on you, but I have to assume the voice and the mindset of a prospective customer. And I can tell you that I'm suffering through the top of this page. And indeed, in the heuristics developed here based on patterning in 20,000 experiments, we know that you've got to accomplish 3 things at the top of this page. You've got to make sure they understand where they are, what they can do here, and why they should do it. You've gotten right to the why without explaining the what, and indeed, they're going to have to work too hard to make meaning of the top of the page. You know, many people are using this approach at the top of their websites. Why? Because we see other people are doing the same. On the internet, best practices are typically just pooled ignorance. What we have not done with this page is seen it through the eyes of a customer. And because of that, we assume clarity into the page instead of explain clarity with our dialogue. The page has no headline. It has no subheadline, nothing to get me engaged. It doesn't begin to talk about the value proposition. It doesn't engage me. Here's the good news. If you think about this page and you get this top half right, you can transform your results. And so there's a big upside yet to be had, Robert. The point I would make for everyone that's tuned into what we're doing today is that if you're going to focus on this top, you must answer those 3 questions. Where am I? What can I do here? And why should I do it? And you must eliminate all confusion. Take the hard work out of understanding the page. Don't do so much declaration and instead focus on explanation. Thank you for joining us. You can also get your page reviewed and optimized. Just fill out the form that is coming up here, and we'll do our best to engage with you in the future.